Hello, and welcome to Anxious and Sleepless. This is one possible answer to anxiety and sleeplessness. It's a body-mind experiential class. My name's Gilly Thomas, and I've been working in private practice and guiding workshops as a body-mind therapist for 20 plus years now. The class includes meditation, so you can get yourself up while I introduce the next 20 minutes. Find a quiet place in your home, put a mat or a blanket or a towel on the floor, and lie down on your back. If you're in bed, I'm going to invite you just to stay there. This sequence is designed so that you don't necessarily need the feedback from the floor. You can do it in the comfort of your bed. And if you do the movements, you can actually do them or you can imagine doing them. All right. And if you happen to fall asleep during the meditation, that's just fine. If you enjoy it and you want to listen to it again, then you can just start it at the beginning again or play it again another time. Okay. So let go of having to know what's coming up next or what you're supposed to do, and just enjoy sinking into saying hello to yourself right now. All right, so you're laying on your back. Stretch your feet out so that your legs are flat on the floor, and your arms with your hands facing down. I'm going to have to change if I say floor or bed, just straight out. So this gives you a chance to check in with yourself kind of in a baseline. And if you hear any noises in the background, just let them flow through you. You don't need to resist them or stop them or change them. Just let them be. Okay? All right. Great. So start at your head and just check in with your head right now and notice what you're aware of. It may be the support where your head's resting on your pillow or on the floor. It may be your face. It may be inside your skull. Whatever it is that you're aware of right now, just notice that. It may be a sensation, or it may be a color, or it may be a thought. And say hello to whatever's there right now, and then let it go. Let's breathe it out. And let your awareness come down to your spine, which starts right at the base of your head, your skull. It's where your spine starts. And notice how your neck gently arches away from the support of the floor, or you may feel a softer support at your pillow. Okay, and then notice how your upper back makes contact with what you're lying on. And then bringing your awareness further down your torso. You may notice your spine, or you may notice what's happening inside your torso. Often when people are anxious, they'll have butterflies in their stomach, or maybe a tightening in their chest, or a darker color, or even a lighter color. I mean, it can be really individual. So whatever you're noticing in your torso right now, say hello to it. Say hi. And take a breath in. And then just let it out on your exhale. And then bring your awareness further down to your buttocks and your pelvis. And notice how they're contacting the surface that you're lying on, the earth, the ground. And again, say hello to whatever sensations you're aware of in your pelvis. It may be one hip or another. It may be your tailbone. It may be your lower guts. Yeah, and just, again, take a breath in. Say hello to whatever you're noticing there, and then as you exhale, breathe it out. And then bring your awareness to your right leg and get that sense of the length of your leg or the shortness of it, and your foot and toes at the end, and then your other leg and your foot and toes at the end. You really get a sense from the top of your head right down to the tips of your toes. And if there's anything in your legs that you want to heighten an awareness of, just bring your mind's eye down there and breathe in. Say hello to whatever's there. And then breathe it out. And then you have your other extremities, your arms. So bring your awareness to your right arm and notice how it's lying at your side with your hand and 4 fingers and thumb at the end. And then your left arm and hand and 4 fingers and thumb. And at any time during this meditation that you want to make a movement that feels like a comfortable one for your body, then I really invite you to do that. You don't have to stay laying on your back the whole time. If you want to roll on your side and do the movement in your imagination, do that. Whatever feels comfortable and comforting to you right now. All right? So bring your awareness to your right knee and float it up to the heavens and plant the right foot on the earth. And then send your awareness down to your left knee and float it up to the heavens and plant your left foot on the earth. And you'll remember from before you had the pelvic movement where your pelvis tilted up to the heavens and down to the earth, and you did the waves, so you rocked up one side and the other. So just take a moment right now to touch base with your pelvis and let it move up and down and side to side, and just waking up and remembering that movement that's possible. Okay, and letting your head and neck just be soft and follow the movement that's coming from your lower spine. All right. And gently roll your head from side to side. You can bring that exploration to a stop and gently roll your head from side to side. Really enjoying that movement gives you that lovely acupressure treatment. Just like letting the energy pop and flow all the way down your body and out the end of your feet. And take your hands and just gently rub them together. And let one hand rest on your chest, on your upper chest, and the other hand rest on your belly. And say hello to whatever emotions are in there right now, or any sensations. And you're going to take your right knee and cross it over your left knee. So not your ankle, but your whole leg crosses right over, and so that your right knee's kind of snuggled in on the other outside of your left knee. Okay? And then tilt the whole tower to the right. Okay, so you're tilting it over in the direction of the leg that's up. So just let it tilt over. And as you tilt to the right, notice that your right hip moves into the support of the floor and your left hip opens up and expands. Okay, and just do that movement a few times at your own pace, finding the place of comfort for you and noticing how far that tilt goes. Okay, notice where the movement goes up to in your body. Okay, so you're tilting to the right. You'll notice your right hip goes into the support of the floor. Also, you'll probably notice some movement on your right side. Okay, great. So bring that movement to a close. Uncross your legs and let your feet make contact with the earth. And then take a moment and just make sure that your feet are giving you that solid foundation. So see if they need to be a little bit further apart or a little bit closer to your buttocks or a little close together. Yeah, see where it feels like, oh yeah, that gives me some support. Good. Now take your hands and place them together in that universal prayer position in front of your chest. And you're going to send your fingertips up towards the heavens. So fingertips up towards the heavens and your arms straight, your elbows straight. And you're going to keep that triangle. Okay, so the bottom of the triangle is your shoulders against the floor. And then your arms are the two sides of the triangle. Your hands coming together with your fingers extended towards the heavens is the tip of the triangle. And then you're going to tilt that triangle to the left. So tilt it to the left so that you feel your left shoulder move into the support of the floor, and your right shoulder will gently move away from the spine. Okay, that shoulder blade. And you keep those elbows straight, straight, straight. And notice it can be a big movement or it can be a small movement. Okay, if you're making a big movement, see what happens when you make it smaller. If you're making a small movement, see what happens if you expand it. Okay, you'll just be aware of some different things. Okay, good. Now bring your hands all the way back down to the earth. All the way back down to the earth. Down, 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 palms down. And then take that the right knee, same knee that you did before, and go ahead and cross it over that left knee again. Okay, and then tilt it to the right. Tilt, 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 let it go, let it go, let it go. And you may notice a difference in the range of movement this time than the first time you did it, or not. Okay, and just do that movement a couple of times. And then bring it back to center. Stretch your legs out. Stretch your legs out. Take a deep breath. Let it go. Gently roll your head from side to side. This movement's really lovely because it connects your hips and your shoulders. And as we walk and move through life, the movement in our hips actually affects our shoulders. However, because we're so in our heads, sometimes the shoulders get locked up and get disconnected from the hips. So it's kind of a nice one for reconnecting everything in your body and letting it settle back into itself. Yeah. Good. Okay, so then bring your awareness to your knees again. Float one up to the heavens and plant that foot on the earth. And then the other one to the heavens and plant the other foot on the earth. And again, just check in with your feet. See that they've given you a good foundation, and you might want to move your pelvis a little bit again like you did at the beginning. It's that circle, that pelvic clock. And now bring your awareness to your left leg, and you're going to go ahead and cross it over the right knee, sorry. So your left knee is crossing over your right knee and snuggling in there, and then you're going to tilt it all to the left. Okay, so you tilt, 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 and see how far this one goes. It might be different. Often one side of the story is different than the other. And when you bring it back to center, you can use your stomach muscles to help bring that tower back, your core. Bring that tower back to center, and just do that movement a couple of times at your own pace. Really noticing how that left hip moves into the floor and the right hip opens. Okay, it gets lots of space in that right hip. All right. Good. Yeah. And then bring it all back to center. Uncross your legs. Let your feet find their foundation. And bring your hands together in front of your chest in that universal prayer position. And send your hands up, your fingertips right up to the heavens, with your arms straight on each side. Okay, elbows straight. And this time you're going to take that triangle and send it in the opposite direction. So you're going to send it towards the right side, okay? So you send it to the right and let your head and neck be soft and follow the movement, keeping those arms straight. And then bring it all the way back to center. And explore this movement a couple of times. Just noticing as you tilt to the right, your right shoulder blade moves into the floor or into your bed. And the left shoulder blade just gets that lovely little stretch. Those little muscles that are close to the spine and the shoulder blade get a lovely little stretch. All right, bring that back to center. Bring your hands all the way down to your sides. And then take your left leg and cross it over the right. Okay, cross your left leg over the right and then tilt it all the way to the left again. Tilt, 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 tilt. Let your head and neck just be soft and follow the movement. Okay. And then bring it all back to center. And now see what happens if you tilt your legs to the left and you turn your head to the right. So you go the opposite direction. And this gives your spine a kind of lovely spiral. Okay? Because your spine can move forward and back on a vertical axis, or it can move circular. And now let your head and neck just tilt whatever direction they'd like to go as your knees tilt to the left. Okay. Uncross your knees. And now either bring your knees up to your chest if you'd like that lower back to move into the support of the floor and give it a little bounce, or stretch your legs out. Let your body do whatever movement it would like to do right now. Okay? And take a deep breath. And as you exhale, let go of any kind of circular thoughts. Let yourself feel your body settling into the support that's there for it right now. Breathe. And if you're ready just to go to sleep, you can put one hand on your chest, the other hand on your belly, or both hands on your heart, both hands on your belly, whatever feels good to you. And just invite your breath into your hands, inhaling peace and calm. And if you're going on with your day, notice that you can move differently. Take your time getting up. You're going to move to sitting. Take a few minutes there, then standing. Take a few minutes there, and then walking. And noticing your feet, noticing the support of the earth under you, and noticing that you're still breathing. All right. Thank you for joining me, and have a wonderful rest. If you are looking for more information, you can go to workingwithwellness.ca. My name's Gilly. I offer some different courses and podcasts. And to make a donation for this sequence, for this class, you can go onto the PayPal link that is at the bottom of this description for this podcast, or on my website. Okay, thanks for joining me. Ciao for now.